What's important about this project, what they do, the restoration, what they do, na for una the people there. I don't think we talk about forest conservation, forest management, but if we not do one, we think about una, it go difficult because our livelihood na day a day. Now I make we say we support una through with partners in WHH and Gola for make them go able for restore the forest, but now we are able for use them or make una get cocoa and other things that we will give ourselves money. And today, from we don't start to we don't reach. We don't reach at the point where we don't get all pictures of all farms and now we know side and day. We don't go see them many times on all on the sea around. Now we tell us say we get them farms there. We want to take after we look after them. We look after them proper. Cocoa naturally is the guillotine money now. So it will bring more forest back, but it give una money. And that we want so that we self we livelihood them will be what them will improve. Yeah. So that make we there for now we can sign some of them here. Then after that. The other one, then we will go sign them to the now different towns there. We will not go make them too long. So there, and that make we say, la una kanya today, and we thank we give the tell una plenty thank you.
Tell una beaucoup thank you. We una kanya today for can take responsibility of una pikin because all the 1 acre farm the owner don't make. Now una pikin. Awalo una take and let una pikin. Awalo una own am. Awalo una make and like for say this. It get for out benefits to me. Like when you born pikin, every day they pray for and say this lake come more better. Way better, I don't better. So now the same way awalo una older farm there. So now the reason that they make, we make them documents they also own the sign. Tomorrow bambai. I no go come off free to a car. Say that farm today be the make now for me be the maker. And this is the affect me with. Say this farm na me own. I don't sign for them. So because of that day, now make we there today. I want for beg una. Boku pa una and the other one they owner there, they don't see, they don't learn. Because we don't do a lot for this project. We don't learn on how for take measurements now on how make una farms there. We don't learn on say this go benefit una if una plant them fruit there, pineapple, banana, it go they help una take the cacao they can up. So because of that day, if una get chance, una get land, una make una extension there, una add them. Una not just realize say this project target for camp. This project they give you short term. After that term they it done. But when it done, we want tomorrow bamba if me pikin don big small. I say I want go work out and normal farmer. Why I go there, I go show and say, where you be small, now them make this farm. And I be there part of this. Say you don't big so this farm now this you don't benefit. That time the person will get the farm go for show me say I don't put 5 pikin at school. Me pikin don't reach take college where don't make this farm here from the small money where they get from this farm. And when I get for come together at the end of the day for say okay well if we harvest pineapple this time, we they get our pineapple all one side. When I find big person where they can buy them. Now on a hand bulk, then they go give una more money. than all man they taking you half. That transport no more the paper okada. Ibokun. So wetin make me specifically Akaya today. Una sabi me na una community there. I don't wanna most of una community. I want una take responsibility of them places and they don't give una. And I want for come after this project done. Una tell me say that 1 acre will be do I don't make 5 acre. Now that gladness they now want for can see after this project done.
I want to recognize the good work that you have done. And I want to mention 3 things that you don't know that what you have done to the country and to the environment. Number 1, we are on interventions training on expansion of cocoa farms, isn't it? That will generate additional income, isn't it? Number 2, we are doing agroforestry. So we have traditional trees, we have bananas, we have pineapples and everything. So we are playing part on nutrition, and the excess that might be generated from the agroforestry will go to the market. So we still have an extra coin coming, isn't it? And number 3 is on environment. I touched this one on agroforestry. When you have agroforestry, you are covering the ground, you are also playing a big part to ensure that these are small organisms in the soil that make the soil to be rich are there, and the organic matter, isn't it? But the biggest goal or the biggest thing that you have done is on environmental protection. The hottest topic right now globally in the world, we are talking about climate change. Have you seen that the rain is not coming at the time that it used to be like? I came here on 2017. 2017, 2018, there was very heavy rains on the season, isn't it? Yeah. 2019, it reduced. 2020, it gone. Now, even this year, it came late. Yes. Right now, we are supposed to be, Hamatan is supposed to be starting showing that is coming. That is what we call climate change. Climate change, we are the causes of this. We are the people who have caused the climate to change. Do you know how? Number 1 is by cutting down the trees. Every person that is moving with, I know here, including our paramount chiefs, those who come from far, nobody came here by foot, isn't it? You came by car, you came by Okada. That Okada is emitting something we call gaseous emissions, carbon emissions. That is the main cause of the climate change today. Every phone call you call, when you are making a call, you are emitting carbon, 3 grams of carbon after every call you make. For those people who are in Facebook, I think per year, 23.8 million people who are in Facebook, per year, every person is emitting around 12 grams of carbon emission. You get my point? So, we are emphasizing on environmental protection, isn't it? We are planting cocoa, we are planting trees. Every tree, mature tree, like this mango tree, is consuming 13 kilograms of carbon every year. You get my point? Yeah. So the emissions we are making thousands and thousands of tons when we are here. All these papers that we have printed, they have participated on carbon emissions. Each paper that you are holding like this, each cloth that you are putting, they have come from the factories. We are emitting carbon from that. So it is our obligation to go back to the field, and every tree you plant, you know that you are making an extra life for your children, not for you.
So ultimately, just like how this thing don't be, we all minding our today. Food now number 1 priority in this country. You know, just like other countries and they, like America. Now other countries and then they make their own food inside America. Not because they get bush then, but the areas and where they make them the bush and they and then praise them just like Africa and so on. So what you may tell anybody now today, we don't suffer for so long. And good for we now get we own food and so on. But in this country like Sierra Leone, people that don't they don't think say, when you go to school, you don't forget a bush, which is wrong. It's at a time where for no say, even in a place like Ghana or Nigeria, they have educated people. Just like how the mountain away they talk to. They all don't go, they don't get degrees and so agriculture and so on. They don't get that. But someday they get farm, they get a farm there, where they can go there. So just like we right now we Jala don't try for bring something to una like una sit down on own. Then we get educated people then they can trade una how for do your own farming. The cocoa, it just become very important to because I don't make something that I would think say when I all don't know about. Before people that may do cocoa business. But I find out say then this cocoa when at the time of harvesting and so on, when they take it out now, people that be steal them. So what I don't do, like Galra, I think say everybody is happy. What I don't do, I say well, anybody who you say in the night or in the day who not steal that they cocoa there. Where people they don't plant, where you don't time for let them harvest and so on. And 1 million will they charge you. The second time it will be 5 million. Wow. Believe you me, we don't hold some people that they where they hold them on a jail, you don't have jail first. Until people that can, the one that they'll say like family then before they free you. If you not pay that money then.
Paramount Chief of Makpele Chiefdom, Pujehun District. We're glad for there among Ghana today, purposely for the signing ceremony of the Farmers Federation on cocoa programs. We thank the organizers like NPAA and Welthungerhilfe. We know say then na household names and to me now because we know some of the activities and what they do in our areas. For the past year, we don't see them in our communities. Then they tell we say we for plant, same way they able give we money. One way na cocoa. We know say presently cocoa they in demand. We able get small self, at least in the drive poverty from the homes and will come out. The message I listened to the woman who is in charge of the project, Madam Sadia Karim. It tell we say purposely then they do this for let them able stop we for long not penetrate into the protected area. Yes, because the communities we don't agree for say that area they for left farm, for conserve. But the other one they will get when our own community bush them for do some agriculture day. So when they don't come to we for we able see how best we able support the government for protect that area they now make them bring them projects into we. But we see and say maybe not a starting point. But we see and say it's small for we not to so. Yes. We see and say it's small for we not to so. Yes. Okay. In that light, we ask on NPAA and Welthungerhilfe for let them able at least make more addition. Like when I give you 10 or 20 acres. We appreciate the one way they don't do for saying that a very good start because they say land a man to fish. Not all the time you forgive somebody fish. When you learn for fish, when you go don't go, and go do it for himself, not to so. Yes. So we appreciate them for that way they don't do for we. We know say cocoa is in demand now. So we encourage everybody. Why would they do this? We say we for try combat climate change. Like how no more all the other speakers I don't say the weather what they see today, it not sound like Friday. Now rain they come, the table know they expect her. Sun they come on, the table know they expect her. Especially this year, we will make farms in. the kind rain we'll get this year compared to the other years, we see say it's small, not so. No. So we know say people then they interfere. We all they interfere with the problems that they create by ourselves. But me they tell and say the one that way they affect you more, and the one that way they do it on large scale, the one that way they do the industrial manufacturing plants that way they get. Like the Western country then. Now they get all the things they do. We waiting no more what they do. Now brush with the brush, we born with farm. Now we don't problem with the create and the environment. Not so. At the same time, with the mine, with the cut down logs, destroy some of the forest. Unknowingly, we do it unknowingly because if we know we get the education, we don't go to that extent. But as long as now we daily bread we look for, if we test somebody self, we hardly listen. So now we have problems in that. So on that note, we try for tell the witchman there for say, as long as they are creating the problem for us, let them be in readiness for they give you the support. Because we don't get to. We not get at all. We then at the receiving end. If we tell them say we get, then a lie will lie. Because the close level they were not to be the maker. The machines that where Mongai be they talk of. You talk about Motoka, you talk about Honda. Not to black man they make out. Now wait man they make and send out to we. So all the things and then they help we more for contribute to the for poly environment. So with the ask on the at least let them they pay compensation. Compensation is which sense? Let them they give you money for that black smoke where they send inside it. Yeah. Let them they give you support. Yeah, because now we all they say Lord they protect with bush. That bush then they will do all things, not so? Yes. So if we tell we protect them, what do we expect in return? But you for do something for we, not so? Okay.
Mina Julius Sama, I'm the district forest officer, Kenema District, and a man who came from Welthungerhilfe. On behalf of myself and on behalf of the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, we are the work for this country. I want to render my appreciation to my paramount chiefs them for say I appreciate them so much because if they're not ready for let we sit down, let we walk. We're not going to walk. We gather here today now because of them. Because they accept we. Secondly, I want to render my appreciation also to the MRU team. Because if not to them, we all not go gather here today. Not so? And the community. All what we now do, plantation, this, that, it's because of MRU and WHH. Now make we all gather here, not so? So we need to appreciate that. We appreciate God, we appreciate them. My own short notes to me people them here is, then give una plantation, then give una this, then give una that, all the gears towards environmental protection. Not so? Not so? For let we fix with environment back the way it is. Not so? We're not able to fix them the way it is, but we go try. Not so? We don't destroy, we forest them. We don't destroy the environment. But what do we go do? We say when you cut one, try by all possible means you plant 2, 3, or 5. Not so? If that happens, if 10,000 people then plant 113, now 10,000 trees you don't replace back. Not so? Now we look at South Sudan today. We're not going to say it. The sand really embarrass you all. Not so? It's because of me and you, we activities how they do. Because of the trees how they cut. Now spontaneous cutting how they do. But I want to tell you that today here for say, we they benefit more from conservation than individual deforestation. I want to let everybody bite me. Because if you look at the individual power source, where they work now, the various communities, no benefits, no they where go where any paramount chief or any stakeholder go show say, now this we don't get from a community. Yeah, but what thing then they pose on we? Now more of environmental threats. But if we decide say this we forest, this we forest, this we forest, now we conserve them. What thing go be? It go be a benefit to me and you today. Now make one sit on here. Not also, They go can pay you for your bush. For example, the Gola Forest.
Not so. The Gola communities, the 7 Gola communities, now them 3 districts, they know exactly what's in the benefit from the presence of Gola. Where Gola know they cut 1 great stick. Not so. But if we allow some people, they go into one, they cut them. This forest they talk about. This benefit will go they talk about for people. We go get that today. We go get that today. We know we get that. The barrier will sit under. Now one benefit, not so. Scholarships. Where will they get? For we picking them. Hospitals, clinics, them where they be. Now because of that small bush where we protect, now make all the benefits. Not so. And so in so doing, what do we go do? We need for protect the forest, for now we have to protect the catchments them. For waiting, we water them where will they get. We all know with various communities, each village, it must tell you about their own drinking water, who said they get them. When a very sweet water, they say if you test that water, you never go again. Each community must get that kind of water. No so. But let we ask ourselves today. Let we ask ourselves today. We don't allow the power. Some people they don't cut their 6 them. They sweet water them. They go there in the dry season. You know go there. You know go there. So we don't waste a lot of time. This now the time. The presence of WHH, the MRU team, and paramount chief them, and we serve as a government, we all put hands on them, for now we make sure say we overgreen this country back.
From the paramount chief them, from the executive director of the National Protected Area Authority, Mr. Joseph Rancho Musa. I tell greetings to all the paramount chief and the people there, particularly because we appreciate the National Protected Area Authority, appreciate the work they do for protect Gola Rain Forest. Gola Rain Forest, now one of the protected areas them, where they under the purview or authority of the National Protected Area Authority. In 2012, the government of Sierra Leone decided to pass an act in Parliament where say they for establish an office where they call the National Protected Area Authority. By that law day, they established NPAA as an office. Then together with that law, they put 15 areas them in this country where they call protected areas. Area they will say nobody know for do nothing. You know for cut stick day, you know for hunt animal day, you know for do mining day, you know for go to machine inside day. No human activities not for take place inside them place then day. So one of them 15 places today na the Gola Rain Forest. So it is under by law, under the National Protected Area Authority. But that same law day, it gives MPA the power or the right for mix or work with other people then, when a project, donors, and what have you, for ensure say we protect the 15 areas there in the country. So by the wisdom of people who sabi rights, then she don't encounter this project, whether the MRU River Union project, like the paramount chief be say, for Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, and Ivory Coast. Now Sierra Leone, the MRU office, that's so we NPAA the office you know. And that office they decide for look inside the project and say, one of the areas there we want to protect that the Gola Rain Forest. If we want to protect that place there, we not go do it without no work for the people there.
Sadia Karim. I'm the National Project Coordinator for the MRU Project. So today I also do our chiefdom we can do the significant official signing of MOU with farmers that we don't work with WHH. So WHH, we get 2,300 farmers with WHH. We don't make one acre agroforest towards them. So today we want to let them own them, they farm them. So because we want to let them own their farms, them, we sign an MOU with them. Wait to my bambai, nobody can claim them. So every farmer, every of the 2,300 farmers they all sign MOU and they get a copy of that MOU they what they go keep, them picking and go use them, the family go use and say this now we own. So now that they make good
My name is George Muigai. I'm the head of project for Welthungerhilfe. We are here for the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding, MOUs, with the farmers whom we have been supporting with funding from the government of Sierra Leone through NPAA. And our main objective for this project was to train farmers and make them understanding the importance of restoration of the already deforested areas in the farms and also maintaining the ecosystem along MRU that is cutting across 4 countries, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, Liberia and Guinea. And we are happy that the farmers committed themselves to this project, and today we are happy that confirming the commitment through the signing of this Memorandum of Understanding.
So my name is Abdullah Bari, the technical assistant for the Mano River Union Ecosystem Conservation and Transboundary Water Resources Management Project. So today we're here for the ecosystem conservation part. We therefore look at the Gola Rain Forest landscape. So we work with partners and like Gola Rain Forest Conservation Limited by Guarantee and WHH. So today in particular we're in a Joru for a signing ceremony for farmers then where you go allow them for own them, farm them officially so that the chief them present, the town chief them present, and other stakeholders them outside the farmers and the sign and the MOU with we and that represented by the National Protected Area Authority. Also will get all them documents they are kept for posterity for sure. Say them farmers they are, then don't do them farm, the agroforestry plus them, and then they own them so that they go able for A, look after the farm themselves, and B, manage them for sustainably benefit from them for many years to come. The reason why they do this is for support them for so that their livelihood will be better, or make them able to come off from the Gola Forest itself, the park itself, so that they're not going to hamburger, they're not going to hunt today, they're going to log day. But so this way I will get their income and keep them really busy because cocoa now it get long-term benefit. And even at the time they see cocoa day around they dry and market day now for cocoa. So this is a very good thing for the farmers. And today they're all kind in the numbers but can sign the MOU them with we and the paramount team them so that nobody in the future will say not to then get them particular plot and they this now for greed and ownership of farm, and this go give them within the ability and the interest for make them go continue for managing for themselves and look.